Hello, Need to Know TV family. Welcome. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and hit the notification on whatever type of device you have so you can get alerts on whenever I post a video. Just trying to update you on some things going on in life that we may not have experienced. Pass it on if you haven't. Good luck if you haven't. That's a blessing if you haven't. But I want to get on the topic of healthcare. That's a big thing. It's a lot of layers, so it's a never-ending subject. But one thing we're going to focus on, of many things I'm going to discuss, is healthcare facilities, centers, facilities, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put it in, working in healthcare. Nurses, medical assistants, and CNAs, whatever it is, if everybody sign up for a department they want to work in. So say you sign up for intensive care. Say one person sign up for rehab. Say another person sign up for medical step down. Somebody else signed up for dialysis. They signed up for those units because they want to work those units. Nobody signed up with the intention of coming in a facility center, established big company, small company, to be in a float pool. Most people hire for float pool are paid good money to float around in the facility centers wherever you're working in. Managers, supervisors, team leaders, companies, whatever you can do, hire some people, because you're going to have a high employee turnover rate because you have reckless people in charge walking around saying that's the game you play when you clock in. That's the slave mentality. Those days are over. Let's be fair. Let's be even. Hire your float staff people and have a number, maybe 5 or 6 on nights, 5 or 6 on days. Have some PRN people, because you're going to have a high employee turnover. You want the most amount of work for the least amount of pay that you're giving your medical assistants, CNAs, nursing. A rehab nurse don't want to be an ICU nurse. An ICU nurse don't want to be a PEDS nurse. These people specialize in the area that they apply for, and that's what they like doing. You're going to continue to have a high employee turnover rate because, first of all, if somebody go to school, so let's see it, CNA for example. You go to school 3 to 6 months for NA1, NA2, 2 years medical assistant, LPN, RN, 2 to 4 years. They go to school for a certain specialty that they want to go in. A PEDS nurse don't want to be an ICU nurse if they're just a general regular PEDS nurse. So you're trying to get the most out of an employee. Those are long hours you're asking some of these employees to work. And me and a lot of other people are trying to crack down on this low pay rate that you're giving these CNAs. You're in contact with bodily fluid, these staff people. All kind of infections they can get. They know this coming in, but compensate them for floating, compensate them for working in a toxic environment, a hazardous work environment. Give these people an extra $1 a year, extra $2 a year for having good evaluation. Not 45, 50 cent, 30 cent, 28 cent. They have to work hard and not miss days or a limited amount of days a year to get just 45 cents. Let's do better, people. Let's do better. We need our CNAs, our medical assistants, our nurse, our RN, our LPNs. We need them all. It can't start with me. It can't start. It gotta be somebody, as I previously said. It gotta be somebody that care enough. There are some great managers that try to make change. Let's don't get rid of those great managers because you have toxic managers coming in. Toxicity is not going to last long, but it should never exist in a management role. When you see a good nurse making change or good nurse manager making change, let them make change because change is needed. Let them be fair and compensate people, giving them extra pay for coming in and working extra hours. It's needed because you're going to continue to have a high employee turnover rate. You keep lowballing these CNAs and these nurses, and they're keeping these patients safe. They're giving them hope. They're giving them pride. They added a lot to these patients' life. You're in the office, and that's great. You have the ability to do that. You're not on the front line seeing what these people see. So please appreciate them by compensating them. Okay, I want to move on by talking about teamwork and environment. Nurses, we need your help more. They need your help more. Teamwork. If a patient asks you to use the bathroom and you in the room, please address it. If you don't do nothing but put them on the pot and hit the call bell and say, can somebody please take off? I put him on. I put her on. Teamwork. You're never going to feel the brunt of the CNA, Med-Aid, medical assistant load because you're not hands-on. You're doing assessments, you're passing meds, you're doing whatever you're doing. It's not a physical job for you. It's a mental job. So please help these ladies and these men in these fields, because if you're overworked, underpaid, you have a heavy load, we need your help. They need your help. So let's try to teamwork. You're never going to feel it. Maybe 3 times out of the night or the shift, you're going to feel help somebody. That's good. That's great. That's amazing. Please do that. Please make it your job to help 2 to 3 to 4 people a shift doing something. Because the med aid, the CNA, the whoever, the medical assistant cannot do it all. Managers, do something with these toxic work environments. Okay, you just can't let this stuff spill over and keep conjuring and keep. You're going to have to do something about it. And a lot of managers are afraid to do something about it because they're scared of retaliation. Your hands cannot always stay clean. You get paid big bank to be a manager. Please manage. You have toxic people in the work environment that's picking and bullying people. And you say you have things in place and people come to your office with documentation. Please address it. Please address it. Okay? Bad employees, toxic employees will say something about their co-worker sitting by themselves. Their co-worker being on their phone on the downtime. Okay, don't you do the same thing? Why are you reporting this? You so much of a demon. You so much of a bad worker. You have to report a good worker. The good worker come in on time, smelling good, looking good, hair on 10, body on, everything is good. Clocking in on time. But you have a problem. You're coming to work late. That person is outshining you. You should always want to come to work looking good, feeling amazing. You should always want to come to work on time. You should always come to work ready to work. Please get it together, y'all. I don't care what range you in. Nurse practitioner, physician assistant, nurse manager, house supervisor, CNA, medical assistant, whatever your role is. Do what you're paid to do. And sometimes you may have to go above and beyond. Do what you